You don't have to settle for boring. You need to make something like this. Delicious meatball sub done on the Traeger grills. Elevate your everyday. This is literally a meatball sub that you just want to make, okay? Hey everybody, it's Danielle Bennett, Traeger Pro, and I'm here today in the Traeger kitchen making one of my favorite recipes for meatballs. Meatballs are super versatile, and today we're gonna turn them into delicious, mouth-watering, cheesy subs. So let's get to it. All right, to start, we've got some ingredients. I've got some Tex-Mex rub, I've got some breadcrumbs, got a little bit of milk, Worcestershire, an egg, and I've got a bowl. One of the key things about making meatballs is you want them to stay nice and tender and full of flavor. So, first things first, crack an egg. The reason we want to add an egg, we want them to stay together. It's really important. We don't want our meatballs to turn into ground beef. We want them to stay together. So, give that a nice whisk, break it up, and that's gonna help that meat stick together. Next thing, a little bit of milk. Now the milk for me is a key component, and you actually put it in the breadcrumbs, give that a little bit of a stir, just like that. So you're gonna saturate those breadcrumbs a bit, get them nice and moist. What that's gonna do is actually keep a lot of that moisture in the meatball through the entire cooking process. You see, they fluff up nicely. You wanna get those in the bowl. So we've got some hydrated breadcrumbs. And you know, if you've got leftover toast, heck, if you've got croutons left over, you can make them just like that. All right, next thing, a little bit of Worcestershire, and we all stumble over that word. It is what it is. This is an umami bomb. Really adds a nice punch of beefy goodness, helps make all the flavors come alive. Don't skip that step. All right, let's get rid of those. Give this a mix about. And now we're gonna get into some spices. Now, at your house, you might want things spicy, you might want things a little mild. Today, I'm going for one of my all-time go-tos. I'm actually gonna take the lid off of this. I love the way it smells. So this is the Tex-Mex rub, and it's got a lot of good things going on. It's got pepper, it's got chili powder, it's got salt, it's got some parsley flakes. So eyeball it up, a couple teaspoons. Oh my God, don't go for a couple tablespoons, go for a couple teaspoons, okay? Get that in there, give it a mix about. So now we've got basically the wet mash almost, okay? And this is gonna add a lot of flavor, a lot of moisture, and it's an essential building block to a really great solid meatball. Put that to the side. Now, to the dry stuff, the dry ingredients. We've got a little bit of onion, we've got some parsley, I've got some black pepper, I've got some ground beef, and I'm gonna come back to that in just a minute. And then I've got garlic I'm just tossing around because I'm so excited. So garlic to me is an essential product. Whenever you see a recipe and it calls for 1 clove, I laugh. Ha ha ha. Yes, I do, because that is some bull crap, okay? I have never made a recipe with only 1 clove of garlic. Garlic, much like butter, should be used with abandon, and you should use as much as you want. I'm gonna use a couple of really nice, lovely big cloves, maybe 3, okay? Put that to the side. You can use the pre-minced stuff if you want. I'm gonna use a microplaner, okay? So first things first, just crush it down a bit to take off the paper. Just like that, you can hear it crack. Pull the paper off, and then you can microplane it right into your ground beef. All right, microplaner, and we're gonna get all that garlic goodness in there. Pretty simple. And like I said, I use a lot of garlic. At your house, if you don't use a lot of garlic, it's your house, I'm not showing up. Lots of garlic. All right, so in go the onions. In goes the parsley. In goes the black pepper. Next, our lovely hydrated, now look at this now, nice and hydrated. They're delightful. And that is our flavor bomb going in there. It's gonna give it tons of moisture. So we've got our beautiful bowl, full with all the goodness. And let's get to mixing. So I've got all of the meat in here now mixed up. I just wanna show you the texture we're looking for, okay? Now, you roll it in your hand, the balls should stay together just like that, okay? Now, I'm in the work smarter, not harder category of life. I also don't create all my meatballs by hand. Let me introduce you to my cookie scoop. I use this for so many things in my house. And here's why I like using a cookie scoop when it comes to making meatballs and a variety of other things. Consistency and size. You want everything to cook at about the same time, and you want it to kind of look the same, and that makes it ideal for making meatballs because they'll all be done at about the same time. So, go in, and look how fast this goes. So you go in, you want to portion out your 16 balls, approximately. And just a note, I've got a mesh baking rack here over a cookie sheet or a baking sheet. One of the key things that I have always been a big, huge fan of is using mesh baker's racks. I use them for so many things on the grill because it allows all that delicious Traeger wood-fired flavor to come through, and it makes it really easy to take 16 onto the grill and 16 off of the grill. Ease of use. And like I said, this should make 16 balls all total, about the same size. Put that to the side. And then it's just a matter of rolling them just real quick. Nice and tender. We've got the grill preheated to 350 degrees. And when it comes to wood pellets, it's your house. You should use whatever flavor wood pellets you like. At my house, it's a lot of hickory, a lot of mesquite, definitely apple and cherry. I still love to hoard our turkey pellets because I think they're delicious. At your house, make sure you use the ones you love the most. There is really no wrong answer here when it comes to wood pellets. You should just be using the flavor you like. 16 balls, heading for some wood-fired happiness. All right. Off the tray and onto the grill. Those balls just went to the grill at 350 degrees. Now, when it comes to making meatballs, I personally like to take my meatballs to about 150 degrees internal temperature. That's somewhere between 30 and 35 minutes, but not all balls are created equal, as we all know. So maybe you have small balls, maybe you have big balls. So the internal temperature really needs to be at least about 150 degrees, because once we take our lovely balls off, our balls are gonna go in some marinara. We're gonna have marinara balls, because the marinara balls are gonna make some delicious subs. So let's go do that next. All right, everybody, it's been about 30, 35 minutes. Our balls have come up to temperature. We've got some marinara warming up on that side burner. It's time to get our balls in the sauce. Time to make them delicious. They look so pretty. We got some glistening, gorgeous balls. All right, take a look. And notice they've all kept together. They smell fantastic. I got the marinara over here. Got some tongs. And you want to drop your balls in the sauce. All right. All the balls have officially come to the party. I'm gonna grab a spoon. We just want to toss these in the marinara. And these are gonna stay in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. So the meatballs are in the marinara. They're getting saucy and delicious for about 5 to 10 minutes. They're bubbling away, they're all happy. In the meantime, I've got a pellet sensor just went off on my grill. That means it's time to fill up the hopper. So we're gonna fill up the hopper and get ready because we're gonna actually be turning the grill up to 450 degrees. The reason we're turning the grill up to 450 degrees, we want toasty garlic buns because we're gonna make some beautiful subs. And also, we gotta melt some cheese. All right, let's go fill up the hopper. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna turn the grill up 450 degrees so we can get our buns toasted and our cheese melted. Now we're gonna make some goodness for some buns. So I've got some melted butter here, nice and soft, melted. Give that a little stir. I've got some parsley here and a ton of garlic because basically you're at my house right now and it's what I like. Get those all mixed together. And this is our slather for our delicious sub buns. So our buns are here. They've all been split apart. And we're gonna get these all slathered up with butter, and then we're gonna toast them off just to make them ever so better. All right, buns are ready, butter is ready. You wanna get them slathered. I think we're all slathered up, everybody. Time to go back to the grill. These buns need to be toasted. All right. So when you're going to the grill, you want to put them, hear that sizzle? Butter side down, just for a couple of minutes. We just want to make sure our buns are the best. All right. All right, everybody, it's been about 4 minutes, maybe 5. Our buns should be good and toasted and golden. Let's go get our good buns. Grab a tray, grab some tongs. All right, so let's take a look. Ooh, they are so pretty. All right. Ooh, take a look at that toasty goodness. Okay, so we're gonna grab our buns, we're gonna set them to the side, and now I'm gonna go back and I'm actually gonna grab the entire tray of meatballs so we can build these beautiful subs. Here we go. Woo. They are saucy and delicious. Okay, so for this part, we just want the bottoms of the buns. So I'm gonna remove the tops, just put them over to the side for now. We've got our toasted bottoms, and now it's time to layer on these gorgeous meatballs. I think probably 3. Yeah, I think 3 is gonna work. Yep. Now, when it comes to making meatball subs, you can add whatever cheese you want. I would just really recommend a nice melty cheese. And that's a large variety of cheeses. You can use mozzarella, you can use smoked Gouda. Today, I'm actually using provolone. All right, so we've got the balls on our beautiful toasted buns, and I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna layer up with some of this provolone. Make sure we get nice layers on there. Beautiful big pieces of provolone. You know what? We're gonna go ultra cheesy, actually. Hold on. Hold on. We're going for more cheese. More cheese, more better. Okay. Give them a little bit of space. And remember, our grill is going at 450 degrees. We're gonna put these on the grill for maybe 5 minutes. We're just looking for some melty goodness. All right, time is up. Time to go check our balls. We want to make sure those meatballs are coated in melty cheese. It's time to make some subs. Hot stuff coming in, and look at that melty goodness. I mean, seriously, people. This is literally a meatball sub that you just want to make, okay? So, we've got a beautiful meatball masterpiece right in front of me. What am I gonna do? Of course I'm gonna take a bite. Take a look at that. Cheesy goodness, crunchy bread, beautiful marinara, beautiful soft tender meat, kissed with wood-fired smoke. You've got that beautiful rub in there, the garlic, the marinara. It's like a party, literally. It's a meatball party going on there, okay? You really do want to make this recipe, and the recipe's right below, so make sure you make this at home. Make your family happy. And if you do make it, tag us at Traeger Grills. And every week we're uploading new videos all the time to make your everyday barbecue and grilling adventures happen at home. It's so easy and delicious, and we want to see what you guys make at home. So make this recipe, comment, like, subscribe. We got lots of recipes coming.